61, Connecticut's news station, starts with a weather impact alert.
Oh, get ready. It's another wet start to the day out there as rain falls across areas of the state, and that could be causing some problems out there on the road. So we're keeping track of the roads and also the forecast, what you should keep in mind before you head out the door. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Thanks for starting yours off with us, America Arias.
And I'm Bridgeport. Great to be here with you. Let's get right over to meteorologist Rachel Piscatelli with how much rain we can expect for later today. Hey, Rachel.
Hey, good morning. And just to kind of reference that camera, that's just emergency road work over in East Hartford, which we'll get to in just a moment. So here in the 6 o'clock hour, we do have rounds of heavier rain until 8 p.m. this afternoon or this evening. So poor drainage flooding is certainly a concern moving forward. So extra travel time certainly needed, as well as watching those basements. Go ahead and check those out. We picked up already close to 1 to 3 inches of rain when all is said and done. Radar indicated that, of course, we'll get official numbers in. We are looking at our radar that has filled in eastern areas as well as central Connecticut currently. So over towards Windham now, Colchester, and over a little bit of Lowell towards East Haddam, but Portland, Meriden, seeing some pockets of steadier rain. So expect those intermittent heavier downpours over the course of the afternoon and really for your morning drive. There could also be a few rumbles of thunder. A thunderstorm cannot be ruled out over the course of the afternoon too, so we'll keep a close eye on that. As we head into the evening, it does look a little bit better. Right now, temperatures are close to 60 degrees in Hartford, 61 in New Haven, 55 in Torrington with reduced visibility in some spots. Now we're down to about a quarter mile in Chester. So heavy rain this morning with a thunderstorm chance this afternoon. Temperatures from the 50s to near 60 now into the middle 60s this afternoon. Tomorrow gets a little bit better in terms of our rain chances. There could be a spotty shower in the morning, but by the afternoon, drier skies prevail. We'll have more details on that coming up in just a bit. A couple of issues on the roads this morning. You saw that East Hartford camera. That's emergency road work. Otherwise, we do have a couple of incidents to alert you to at this hour. So kind of looking here over in orange, Route 15, there is a crash out by exit 57 and 56 with one lane that is blocked. We also have this Cheshire. This appears to be a fire department activity at Woodbury Avenue or Court rather and Main Street. So we're taking we'll keep you updated on that as we do have a crew headed to the scene this morning. And Route 72 westbound, there is a crash at exit 3, which is the on-ramp to 84. A live look outside this morning showing you that activity in the right lane and also the shoulder at this hour. Over to you.
All right, Rachel, we will continue to be tracking the rain and the road impacts because it could create some dangerous conditions as they head out the door this morning.
Yeah, we've been checking in with FOX61's Glenn Kittle. He's live in Middletown with more on what we can expect before people head out the door. Glenn, good morning. How's it looking there?
Yeah, good morning, Erica. But we're here in Middletown right now, raining at a decent clip as we've been moving throughout Connecticut. That's kind of been the case. We're going to show you a puddle here in Middletown. This is on the corner of Court Street. You can probably see it's about probably a quarter of an inch deep. That's some of the puddling and ponding that we have been seeing on some of these city streets as we roll through, an increased risk for hydroplaning in some of those areas as you head into your morning commute. Now, I'm going to show you some video from earlier today in Meriden. This was around 5 this morning. That is when some heavy rain was coming down. Once again, more of the same. Puddling, ponding in some of those city areas and streets. And as we headed down there on I-91 southbound, and as we headed up here to Middletown on I-91 northbound, saw more of the same on the side of the highway. Some of those slick conditions as you get out into your morning commute this morning. Definitely want to give yourself that extra 10-15 minutes to get where you're going, and when you're getting your kids on the bus, definitely set them up with an umbrella for today and later on today as that heavy rain continues to come down. We're going to keep on heading across Connecticut to give you the latest updates on the roads throughout the state. But for right now, live in Middletown, Glenn Kittle, Fox 61. We're going to send it back to you.
All right, Glenn, great tips out there. Thank you so much. In your education report this morning, parents and educators rallied ahead of a town council meeting over in Enfield, and they want the council to fully fund the proposed school budget.
The Board of Education is requesting a budget increase that it says would reinstate dozens of staff positions. And Fox 61's Kay Pattyfoot spoke with those who gathered there last night, and she has their message.
Students, parents, and teachers in Enfield are speaking up about the challenges facing the school district. While class sizes are getting larger, staffing numbers are getting smaller. That's why they're calling on the town council to fully fund and pass the proposed budget for the Board of Education. Sherry Spalding is calling out school leaders in Enfield to do what many say is the right move for the good of the children. Spalding is not only a parent, she's a special education teacher. She sees the impact this is having firsthand. Staffing shortages and recent staffing cuts have affected students and their experiences in schools. Enfield Mayor Ken Nelson said the 5.57% proposed increase is the largest the town has seen. He says if approved, that will impact taxes.
We are seeing classrooms of over 30 students. It's really ridiculous. It's a disservice to all of our students. It's a disservice to our children.
It's going to implode because we can't keep continuing these large increases because people's taxes are going to double every 10 years. And, like I had said before, we could have the best education in the state, but if you can't afford to live in our town, it doesn't do anybody any good.
Town council will vote on the Board of Education budget on May 12th. Many people have said if the council does not vote to fully fund the schools, they will vote those members out of council. In Enfield, Kate Pattyfoot, Fox 61.
All right, Kate, thank you. Tick season is here, and so is the risk for tick-borne diseases. Local researchers expect there to be more cases this year, and they point to one reason that you might really not expect. Fox 61's Alicia Hercules is in New Haven with what you can do to protect yourself and the ones you love.
Experts expect an uptick in tick-borne illnesses this year, and one of the reasons for this uptick may surprise you. Dr. Gudars Malai with the Connecticut Agricultural Experiment Station says that a large amount of acorns has played a major role in the tick population.
It takes 2 years until that results in having more ticks infected with more disease agents and putting humans at greater risk.
Dr. Malai says ticks aren't born with diseases, but they do pick up the bacteria from other animals like mice. He says more acorns lead to more mice, which means more ticks are likely to carry Lyme disease and other tick-borne illnesses, including relapsing fever and Powassan virus. Being infected with Lyme disease can cause issues like fevers, joint pain, and fatigue.
In addition to Lyme disease, we have babesiosis. That is a different type of disease. It is a protozoan. It is not a bacterial disease, cannot be treated with antibiotics.
Dr. Malai says they're also monitoring 3 different invasive tick species, like the Asian longhorn tick, the Gulf Coast tick, and the Lone Star tick. With the tick population on the rise, Dr. Malai says tick checks after outdoor activity will be more important than ever. Gershom Bey says he checks for ticks as much as possible to avoid catching the diseases they carry.
I usually check if I go out for walks. I'm out in the community, woody areas. I sometimes will just scan myself before getting into my vehicle to head home.
Dr. Malai says that aside from tick checks, it is also important to use tick repellent and be properly dressed when going outdoors in wooded, tick-infested areas.
They have to wear long-sleeved shirts, pants. They tuck their pants into their socks. They have to wear light color clothing like I am wearing all the time during tick activity.
Dr. Malai also recommends doing tick checks on your pets when taking them out for walks. In New Haven, Alicia Hercules, Fox 61.
Alicia, thank you. Well, this morning, thousands of Pratt Whitney union workers in Middletown and in East Hartford are still on strike. At last check, Pratt Whitney said that there are no meetings scheduled with the union to continue negotiations. Over the weekend, union members rejected a new contract proposal. The union says the company's offer didn't address its top concerns, which were wages, retirement, security, and that the new contract provided nothing to enhance job security. Pratt Whitney says it believes it offered a, quote, fair and equitable wage and benefits package. Senator Richard Blumenthal joined workers out on the picket line yesterday.
This corporation can't be permitted to decimate the middle class because we'll have nothing left in our economy. Nobody to buy cars or homes or groceries or gasoline. People who can't afford to live decently, there'll be nothing left of our middle class and our economy.
Union reps say the strike is going to continue until a fair deal is reached.
6:09 on a Tuesday morning and developing right now. New Haven police say a man was shot. This happened yesterday afternoon near the intersection of Derby Avenue and George Street at around 2:45. Officers say the 33-year-old was shot in the leg, but police believe he will survive. There's no word yet on any suspects in the shooting.
Bridgeport police say one man has been charged in connection with holding a woman captive. He was arraigned yesterday on new charges connected to 2 different stabbings. Police say 27-year-old Nicholas Allwood is accused of stabbing the same man on 2 separate occasions. Officers say the attacks happened in February and in April. It's unclear what led up to the incidents, but police did say that the second stabbing happened 2 hours before he was arrested on kidnapping charges last week.
And we now know the name of the person found dead in the Evergreen Cemetery last week. They've been identified as 35-year-old Naisha Mendez, according to New Haven police. Officers say her body was found on a dirt path near the crematorium in the cemetery just before 8 on Friday night. Police say Mendez's body was badly hurt and her death was ruled a homicide. Investigators say they have collected a significant amount of evidence, but did not say if they know who might have killed her. But they do believe her death is not connected to any other incident in the city. If you have any information on this case, you're asked to give New Haven police a call.